Ronna McDaniel, the RNC chair, comes out and says, "I'm so proud to be only the second woman to lead the RNC in 164 years." I don't think that that's a thing you should brag about. Maybe on a personal level, sure, but it doesn't really speak well to the Republican Party, okay? So then she says, "Oh, these guys, they sound nice, but they actually want to do Medicare for all, where you would all get health care. Does that sound nice to you?" I was like, yeah, actually that does. That sounds amazing to me, right? But my main point there is all the cable news pundits told us, don't elect Bernie Sanders. If Bernie Sanders was the primary, they're gonna say that we're gonna turn socialist and that we're gonna do Medicare for all, take away people's private health insurance, defund the police. They just said all of that. Ronna McDaniel just said all of that. Even though we didn't pick Bernie Sanders, we picked the opposite. We picked Joe Biden. It doesn't matter. They're gonna call you leftist, socialist, etc., no matter what you do. So the next time you hear a cable news pundit tell you, "Oh, don't pick the person that you like, don't pick the policies that you like, because the Republicans will say X." Understand that these pundits have seen this 1,000 times over. They're lying to you on purpose, okay? Then she said, "Oh, Don, this is my favorite moment. Donald Trump, I've seen him in person, and he has a deep love of family." Well, that, to be fair, is true. That's why he's had 3 of them. And in the midst of his last one, as his wife was delivering, he was working on possibly a 4th with a porn star, actually several porn stars, and that's how deeply committed he is to different families, and not just his own. And then she said, "I've seen him comfort Americans." Really? Name one. Name one that he's comforted. The man has 0 empathy. There's no chance that he ever comforted anyone in a way that would resonate or that we've ever heard about.
Well, I'm waiting for the empathy for regular Americans, because as she said that, I wrote down 3 instances. It is what it is when it comes to the number of hundreds of thousands, over 100,000. I think at the time it was probably 150,000. I'm trying to remember, because the number has been growing so much about the number of COVID deaths so far in America, that at the time when he said it is what it is to Axios' Jonathan Swan, everyone was taken aback a little bit. So the care for regular Americans extends to it is what it is. That doesn't sound like much care. Go back to work. We need to reopen everything despite the pandemic, despite the fact I've done nothing to address it or even get testing again at the time. Testing at a level where we can track things enough and actually do something where getting back to work and getting back to school and getting back to everything being open is actually a viable option here. And thirdly, talking about certain people, go back to where you came from. Let's not forget those lines, because those types of things, when he says, those are about empathizing with regular Americans. That's his idea of empathizing with regular Americans as they go through all the struggles that they're confronted with, that have absolutely no assistance from our government, which we pay to help us with these things. Let's keep it real. The government is not here to help everyone else except for the majority of people who pay for it. It's to help everyone. In fact, it's not even a help. It's really there because we're supposed to tell you guys the way to run it based off of what's most effective for getting us to the next progressive place in the country. Instead, this president comes and does what he wants and tells people who disagree with him they're not real Americans. Go back where you came from. Who care? Risk your lives for my glory and my re-election period. And if you or a friend or a family member has died, it is what it is. Where's this empathy she's talking about? I still haven't found it.
It's almost a wink and a nod. They're almost, saying to their base. I mean, obviously, I'm kidding. The guy hasn't comforted anyone other than maybe billionaires. Are you guys okay? Is the stock market okay? Have we given you enough trillions of dollars?
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, Jayar. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.